Sick Kick, Blessing, Wild Horse Pass. We got your tickets right after 7 a.m. VIP status. It's the Morning Mess hanging out with you on a beautiful Tuesday morning. How you doing? It's your guy, Joey Boy.
What up? It's JD.
And it's Sienna.
All right, you know what, JD? We forgot to talk about yesterday on Monday's show because we know it's prom season and you got asked to DJ a prom this past week, and we talked about it Friday, how this list came to you to DJs these certain songs at the prom, and you thought it was inappropriate.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Did you play the songs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
And so a couple of them, we'll just dive in. Remember Soak City by 310 Baby, talking about running away from this pipe. And Wiz Khalifa, Ty Dolla $ign, or Nah. There were a couple Sexy Red songs on there.
Sexy Red. Hey, happy birthday to Sexy
Yeah,
Red.
happy birthday,
Sexy Red. Happy birthday, Sexy Red.
I can't believe it. And so, yeah, as I'm playing these songs, I noticed no chaperones were coming up to me. So I actually tripled down and I played songs that I was absolutely waiting for someone to come up to me. And I played the clean versions, obviously, of all of these songs. Yeah, no, Ski Yee went off. And can we talk about how I was driving to Surprise, where I thought the high school was, and it actually was downtown? That's another story.
What?
Yeah, it was like right down the street from
And
my
then he
place.
asked me to crash it. I'm like,
I was
John,
like, yo, Sienna, crash it.
I am in Tolleson right now. I'm not crashing prom.
That would have been the best if you crashed a prom.
Yeah, I just was not in downtown at the time.
I could see Sienna, a.k.a. Topa Chica, be like,
Turning up with the kiddos. Yep.
I had the mic ready for you.
So
was
it
fun.
went well. It went well.
No, it went amazing, and it's really cool. And shout out to all the, I guess, adults that were in the room to let these kids just have fun.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, they were seniors. They're going to college. They're listening to this music all the time. Even when I was playing the clean versions, they were swearing up a storm.
Yeah.
So it just kind of was what it was, and I feel like they had it pretty easy because I came across this article about this high school in Milwaukee where they're breathalyzing kids before they go into their prom, and I was like, that's aggressive.
Wow. Oh, wow.
So not only do they have to go through metal detectors, which I love, by the way, I thought it was a little aggressive, though, that they're going to breathalyze kids before they go.
I don't know. I'm not mad at that, though. Listen, let's make this the topic, actually. 833-730-6377. What other prom rules should there be for your kids going to prom? Think about that. Or maybe your nephew or niece. Maybe you're waiting off a few years to have a family like Sienna, but eventually you are having a family, Sienna. Like at one point, your daughter and or son and or triplets, obviously you'll have, are going to go.
All right, okay. That's enough fun for today.
Are going to go to prom one day. What other prom rules would you like to see? Because I'm not mad at this breathalyzer. Like my Giabella is 8. So in about, 7 years, she's going to be asked to go to prom. And if her date had to get breathalyzed, if he's driving my beloved Gia, I'm not mad and make sure he's not drunk already.
I mean, yeah, for me personally, I do like that. But for me personally, when I was in high school, I had a really good friend who was getting asked to prom. She was 13. We were freshmen, and she was 13 just going into high school.
She was 13?
Yeah, she was a year younger than me. So she was 13, I was 14.
To go into prom?
Yes, by an 18-year-old, a senior.
Oh, hell.
Who's just about to graduate and go to college. So I feel like there needs to be an age limit, an age cutoff to who can ask who, depending on age.
Oh, Ski Yee.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What? There's no way a 13-year-old girl should be going to no prom.
And at the time, I thought it was weird. And even looking back on it, it's still very weird.
Super weird.
You
Yes.
think?
Because
Yeah.
why does an 18-year-old boy want to ask a 13-year-old girl to prom?
No, that's a hell. I can't believe faculty and anyone was okay with that. So what do you think the age should be?
I think junior and seniors are okay to go together because they're only, 1 year apart?
Right.
I just feel like if you're 18 and you're 13, that should not happen.
Yeah, it's a senior to freshman type ordeal.
That's crazy.
Because I get there is a rule if you get asked by a senior as a freshman, you can go. But I believe, if I remember correctly, at St. Mary's, where I went, you just had to be a junior or senior. You couldn't go even if you got asked, if I remember correctly.
St. Mary's, the one next to Band-Aid Strip Club?
Yes, it is.
Right down the street? Okay. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same St. Mary's. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, on the board, that's a good one, Sienna. An age-appropriate date.
Yes.
Okay, and that's mandated by the faculty, by the principal, and the school administration. Yeah, 13 is way too young. 14. Yeah, I could see maybe 15, 17 maybe.
Right.
13, 18, that's wild.
13
What?
and 18 just sounds crazy.
Again, JD, I'm not mad at the breathalyzer.
I'm not either. And I specifically remember asking a few teachers because as Euphoria, the show Euphoria came out, that was not my high school experience. And I asked a couple teachers, I was like, hey, is this kind of like what high school is like? The show Euphoria? And they're like, yeah. And so it kind of makes me want to double down here and be like, yeah, breathalyze these kids.
I'm all right.
If that's how they get down, even though I have a hard time believing that.
Yeah. Even if you're one of those parents like, my kid's a good kid, he would never. Yeah, what about the other damn kids there? So I'm not.
It's the one night. It's
that
like
one night.
Prom. It's prom.
Exactly. They might lose their inhibitions. They might lose other things you don't want them to. So I'm okay with metal detectors. I'm okay with breathalyzers. I'm going to share what my rule is. What I wish that would happen as a prom rule. But what's yours? Want to hear what rules should be applied to prom for your kids, or even if you're a kid in school and you want to apply a rule that you think should happen. 833-730-6377. I'm going to let you know mine up next. Hold on, y'all.
It's JD.
And it's Sienna.
The question is, what other prom rules should there be? I mean, I don't know if your nephew, nieces, grandchildren, your kids, if you are a senior or junior in high school going to your first prom, man, let us know what prom rules should there be. JD broke the story about a school in Milwaukee is applying breathalyzers before you walk into prom.
And metal detectors.
Yes. Are we all in agreement that breathalyzers are a good idea?
Yeah, whatever keeps them safe at this point, I'm for it.
Any kind of extra rules I'm with, and it doesn't sound too aggressive. It seems pretty fair. Oh, the underage kids aren't allowed to drink? Oh, right. Okay. Just wanted to double check.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I think some people are like, wow, that's aggressive. That's a lot. You're doing too much. No, I'm okay. If my daughter's date one day has to do a breathalyzer test before even going into prom, I'm okay with that. But what other prom rules should there be? We got Erica and Phoenix on the line. Erica, what are your thoughts?
I think that no food or drink should be like just able to grab. I think somebody should be serving it at all times to avoid any type of, people mess with your food or drinks.
No spiked punch?
Correct.
Right.
People still spike punch. Is that a thing?
Well, I mean, you're not really getting patted down when you walk in. So, I mean, where I was at, they had just a bunch of stations, with juice and water. You could easily do something.
When I went to prom, I don't know about you guys, so when I went to prom, there was no, major food that way. It was, drinks and small snacks, but we all went to dinner before we went to prom.
Oh, yeah. No, we had a dinner at our prom.
Oh, you did?
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a chocolate fountain, too. We had a bunch
Oh,
of random
really?
stuff,
You fancy. I don't think we had that. We had it at a Sheraton. We had it at a hotel.
Yeah, I don't think my school could afford that. We had to go to dinner before we went to prom.
Well, yeah, you went to a private school. Your parents were broke. It's like, Jesus. It's like, wait, you want us to pay for a damn dinner, too? You just spent $38,000. Okay, that's a thought. So no dinners at the prom because then people mess with food or spike the drinks.
Right. That's my thought.
Right. What the hell are you paying for? Just the DJ?
I guess, yeah. Equipment.
I mean, what are we paying for? $60. Are they decorating it? Is it $60 per rent?
I mean, it's a lot of money to book a ballroom at a hotel.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Well, on the board, we asked, what should be a rule? No serving drinks at prom.
No open drinks. Yes, they can be, served, but nobody can just come up and get them, on their own.
Oh, they got to be poured for you. I was thinking, you can't bring in a water bottle with you. A lot of kids will walk in with water bottles or something like that.
Yeah, if you're Sienna, there's vodka. There's definitely vodka. Allegedly.
Allegedly, guys.
Okay.
Allegedly, me too.
Yeah, she sounds like a pop-off vodka kind of girl calling in right now. Definitely that. Well, thank you for the call, love.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Don't tell us what to do. Bye. Keep those calls coming, man. Question. Since it is prom season, what other prom rules should there be? A school in Milwaukee is applying, what, JD?
Breathalyzers before you walk in.
Can't be on that alcohol. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, you can't be on that buzz ball, Sienna. Sorry about it. I'm okay with that rule. Also, one that I feel like should be applied for schools, there has to be a rideshare program. I don't like the kids. If they could, when my kids go to prom, they can't drive themselves to prom. You have a car service, Uber, parent drop-off, or school somehow. They have these buses taking them to the prom back and forth. That way these kids aren't driving because somebody might have a buzzball or three.
I have a question. Sienna, because you were the last person to go to prom 2 years ago, was it frowned upon to not get a limo or a party bus? Because during my time, everybody did that.
I mean, where I went, we couldn't really afford those, so no one really had limos or party buses. It was just your date drove you, or your parents dropped you off. That's pretty much what it was.
It wasn't a crazy amount of money. It was like $50, $60 a piece.
Yeah, if you go in with everybody.
Yeah. No, we weren't doing all that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm getting a horse and carriage for Gia. I'm going all the Justin Bieber's. Yeah. Going all in for my baby.
You're a
show.
chaperone, man. You're going to be
Yeah,
at
you're
the
gonna be
prom.
at
I'm gonna be there. What? I'm gonna learn how to DJ right now, so I'm DJing that thing. We got Marilyn and Phoenix been patiently holding. All right, Marilyn, what's your prom rule that should be applied?
My daughter's really good. This is her first time going to prom, so she's just like,
Oh, she's her first going to prom.
yeah, first time. And she was telling me about an after party, and I was telling her, I'm like, well, you're 16. Phoenix is doing the whole like curfew thing, so
Yes.
you need to be home by midnight. But she's like, oh, well, friends are having a pool party. I'm like, where? She's like, Scottsdale. And I was like, I don't know.
Wait, the curfew thing, I thought that was just for First Friday.
No, technically it's for Phoenix. They don't really enforce it, but it's still a law.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Oh, that's good to know. So your daughter's 16. So what is she, like a sophomore?
No, she's a junior. So.
I don't like the way that sounds. I'll
I
tell you
would
that
give
much.
a nickel to have Gia at her prom.
Oh,
Be
listen.
Like, hey, Dad,
No.
I want to go to this after party.
No, hell no. That's
But
not
no,
Scottsdale.
She changed her prom dress several times. This boy that turned 18 that keeps on keeping on with her, and I don't like it. And yeah.
Hold on. Can we call timeout, a parental timeout here? Where's Dad? Where's Dad at?
He's working 24-hour shift with me.
Yeah, well, he better take an hour break because, listen, let me help out. Let me be stepdad here for a hot second. You have a daughter who's a junior, 16 years old. You have an 18-year-old boy wanting to take her to the prom who's going to be there. So she is going, and now she wants to go to a pool party in Scottsdale after prom, and you haven't said no to that.
Well, she doesn't want to go.
She doesn't want to go to the pool party?
No, because she's in AP classes, honors classes, and straight A kid, and she's like, I haven't really done anything like high schooly and social life because I'm softball and.
Well, then here's your prom rule. Don't get peer pressure. That's the rule that you need to apply. Do not get peer pressured. If she's on the right track, just leave her be. Tell her, baby, you're gonna go to prom, have a good time. I'll pick you up, and that's it. You don't need to go to no pool party to prove anything.
I mean, genuine question for the parents. Wouldn't you rather your kids tell you where they're going after prom versus them kind of lying to you instead?
I was in the Marine Corps. She's scared to death of me, and I have GPS on her like all the time, on the car, on her phone, on her watches. Like, we're good.
Your question was, Sienna, tell you.
Yeah.
First of all, you're 16. You're not telling me anything. You're asking permission to. So you can tell me that you got invited, and I can say, no, you're not going.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I mean, of just being aware of what the situation
Yeah.
is.
My thing, when you say that, love, that she got invited to a prom after party at 16, me as a parent, I'm saying no, like absolutely not. When you're 18, maybe you can go to these things, but a junior
you can
going with a
tell me the
senior,
details all day long, but
yeah,
at the end of the day, it's my decision.
absolutely.
Papa Beezy coming out right now.
Yes, no, absolutely. Because I feel like some parents, that's why I just sometimes have to stand up to parents that are almost like trying to be their kids' friends. No, you're their parent first. So back to the first question. You have to answer the question. What's the prom rule then?
Prom rule is home by midnight, and she does like hourly check-ins with me.
Okay. Home by midnight, hourly check-ins.
Yes.
Is she going to a private Catholic school?
No, I wish she was though.
Because
They're the
Sienna
best.
knows about that.
They're the best, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I will suggest this. Parents that have kids in a Catholic school, you check in every 30 minutes, not every hour.
Yeah, I was definitely at that pool party.
Go ahead, Sienna. You better say that. See, I like how Sienna just embraces it and stuff. Because Sienna has such a great life, and she's a good girl. Like I hope Giabella ends up like Sienna. You know what I mean? She's close with her parents. She's very straightforward and honest. But you were doing things at that age, Sienna.
Yeah, I was out at party. I will say, I mean, my parents are going to find out right now. That's why I was asking the question of like, wouldn't you rather have your parents know where you're at? Because sometimes my parents would think I was at someone else's house, but we were at some party.
Right.
Joey said, you're not asking permission for anything. Or
Yeah.
You're not telling me what to do.
Because I grew
No.
up with some friends who were like, oh, my parents know we're going here. So I was like, okay, cool, perfect. And then my parents were like, oh, you're at this person's house? Cool. But I was not.
My daughter has the idea after hearing Sienna. She's like, wait, Sienna still lives with her parent? I'm like, no, she moved out. She moved out.
Sienna's a bad good influence or a good bad influence.
It's called balance. I'm a Libra.
Hey, thanks for the call, love.
You're welcome. Have a great day, guys.
Don't
Bye.
tell us what to do, but please follow up with us after the prom Friday. Call us back Monday. Let us know how it went.
I will.
And no to the pool party, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, bye.
Okay.
All right, thanks for the calls, man. That was amazing. Listen, we got the staycation set up. Up next, catching up cheaters. Who we tapping in with, Cienz?
So this one's a little different. We're going to check in with Emily. She's actually hitting us up because she wants to find out if her ex-husband's side chick was the actual reason for their divorce.
Oh, divorce party, super fun. Not a triggering